Receptionist humiliates Keanu Reeves, not knowing he owns a hotel. Where are you watching this video from? Please comment and let us know. Also, don't forget to like the video and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. It was a quiet Tuesday morning in the opulent lobby of the Majestic Heights Hotel, where elegance dripped from every chandelier and polished marble tile. The receptionist, a sharp-tongued woman named Carla, prided herself on her ability to sniff out anyone who didn't belong among the elite clientele. She adjusted her perfectly pressed blazer, waiting for the next guest to approach. That's when he walked in. The man wore a well-worn leather jacket, faded jeans, and scuffed boots. His tousled hair gave him a rugged charm, but to Carla, he looked like a scruffy drifter. She arched an eyebrow as he approached the desk, a soft smile on his face. "Good morning," he said, his voice calm and unassuming. "I'm here to check in." Carla barely glanced at him before adopting her most condescending tone. "I think you might be lost. The youth hostel is 3 blocks down." The man tilted his head, clearly taken aback. "I'm not lost," he replied. "I have a reservation here." Carla rolled her eyes, her fingers flying across the keyboard. "Name? Keanu Reeves," he said. Carla snorted, suppressing a laugh. "Sure it is, and I'm Meryl Streep." She leaned closer, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "Listen, buddy, I don't know what game you're playing, but this isn't Comic-Con. Maybe try another hotel." A few guests nearby began whispering, some casting incredulous glances at the desk. One teenage girl gasped audibly. "Mom, isn't that Keanu Reeves?" She whispered loudly, pulling out her phone. Her mother squinted. "I think you're right." "Oh my goodness. It really is him." Keanu shifted awkwardly, clearly uncomfortable with the attention. "I understand this might seem unusual," he said gently, "but I assure you, I do have a reservation. Could you please check again?" Carla's patience wore thin. "Look, I don't have time for this. Either you leave, or I call security." Before she could grab the phone, a well-dressed manager, Mr. Hargrove, hurried over. His face lit up when he saw the man at the desk. "Mr. Reeves," he exclaimed. "Welcome back, sir. It's an honor to have you here again." Carla's jaw dropped as her eyes darted between the manager and the guest. "Wait. What?" Mr. Hargrove turned to Carla, his expression darkening. "Do you have any idea who this is?" "Apparently not," Keanu said with a sheepish smile. The manager's voice was firm but measured. "This is Mr. Keanu Reeves, one of the most celebrated actors in the world, and the owner of this hotel." The color drained from Carla's face. I didn't know," she stammered. Keanu waved a hand dismissively. "It's okay. No harm done." But Mr. Hargrove wasn't having it. "I'll make sure this matter is addressed immediately, sir." Keanu shook his head. "Actually, I'd like to handle it myself." Carla braced herself for the worst, but instead, Keanu leaned on the counter, his eyes kind. "Carla, was it?" he asked. She nodded, unable to speak. "I get it," he said. "You probably deal with a lot of people trying to pull stunts. It's easy to become cynical in this job, but it's also important to treat everyone with respect, no matter what they look like." Tears welled in Carla's eyes. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Reeves." He held up a hand to stop her. "No need to apologize. Just remember, kindness goes a long way." Meanwhile, the teenage girl and her mother approached cautiously. "Mr. Reeves," the girl said, her voice trembling, Can I get a picture with you?" Keanu's face softened into a warm smile. "Of course," he said as they posed for the photo. Another guest chimed in. "Mr. Reeves, I just wanted to say your work has inspired me for years. Thank you for everything you do." Keanu nodded humbly. "That means a lot to me." "Thank you for saying that." Carla watched the interactions, feeling a pang of guilt. How had she not recognized him? She had let her assumptions cloud her judgment. Just then, a bellboy hurried over with a trolley full of suitcases. "Mr. Reeves, your suite is ready. Let me take care of your luggage." Keanu turned to Carla again. "Carla, would you like to walk me to my suite? Maybe we can chat a bit more on the way." "Me?" she asked, stunned. "Sure," he said. "I think we got off on the wrong foot. Let's fix that." As they walked through the grand hallways, Keanu shared stories about his travels and the interesting people he'd met. Carla found herself laughing and relaxing, his easy charm breaking through her defenses. By the time they reached his suite, Carla felt like she had met a completely different, man than the one she had dismissed at the desk. Keanu paused before entering his room, turning to her one last time. "Carla, you're good at your job," he said. "Just remember to lead with kindness. You never know who's standing in front of you." With that, he handed her a neatly folded envelope. She opened it once he'd stepped inside. Inside was a handwritten note. "A second chance is the best gift anyone can give. Use it wisely." Attached was a check for 10 OOA. Bonus to help her start fresh. Carla gasped. "I don't deserve this," she whispered. "Everyone deserves a chance to grow," Keanu said through the slightly ajar door. "I hope this helps you find yours." As the door closed, Carla stood in the hallway, her heart full of gratitude and resolve. She'd never forget the day Keanu Reeves, not just an actor, but a genuinely kind soul, taught her the value of humility and grace. Back in the lobby, the guests who had witnessed the exchange buzzed with excitement, sharing their own Keanu sightings and stories. The teenage girl showed off her photo, and the atmosphere turned electric with admiration for the actor. And from that day forward, Carla vowed to treat every guest like a VIP, whether they were wearing Armani or scuffed leather boots.